This company just got FDA approval to cure B-cell lymphoma, and the stock market hasn't responded to it yet. So this could be a huge opportunity. Not only do they have 15 milestones set for this year, but they are going to be a huge growing company within 2021. Let's talk about the FDA approval and let's make it easy to understand. Hi Raylinaires, welcome back to this channel where we invest to save the world and make you wealthy. If you don't mind, please leaving a like and subscribe to this channel if you like investing news and investing stocks. And please leave a comment down below about your thoughts about this huge potential catalyst for this stock that hasn't even gotten into the stock market price yet because it was after hours, so we have a good opportunity for that. And of course, please let me know what stock you would like me to discuss next. So today we are talking about Bristol Myers Squibb, ticker symbol BMY. So this is a genomic and cancer cell therapy stock. They do several other drugs as well, and I am so excited to see 2021 for them because it's supposed to be parabolic. But the new news that I'm going to make super easy for you to understand is that they just got FDA approval for their new CAR T-cell therapy. I know that data and research studies can be a little bit daunting, trust me, but we're going to go over it together step by step so it's very easy to understand how massive and how amazing this actually is. So let's get to it. So the CAR T-cell therapy, so this type of therapy is basically the T cells or the immune system cells are drawn from a patient's blood, and these cells are changed in a laboratory to attack the cancer cells, and then they're put in the body to fight those cells. This is curing adults with relapse or the return of cancer, or refractory, which means that it doesn't respond to the treatment, large B-cell lymphoma. So this is a cancer that actually starts in the white blood cells called lymphocytes. These are small white blood cells responsible for defending the body. And the main types are B cells and T cells. They usually grow in the lymph nodes, which are just these little pea-sized glands that can be found in part of the immune system. You've probably heard of nodes in your throat. I actually had to get nasal surgery because I had nodes in my nose. It can also happen in other parts of your body. The treatment is actually called Breyanzi. Now you might see it as Lysocell as well in their investor presentation. And this showed a 73% overall response rate, or ORR, which just means patients who have partial or complete response to the treatment. 54% complete response rate, CR. Now this is the absence of all detectable cancer after the treatment. In the largest pivotal trial in 3L plus LBCL. LBCL is, of course, large blood cell lymphoma. Transcend NHL, or this is non-Hodgkin lymphoma, which is any large group of cancers of the white blood cell. Now, this is actually really scary because it can occur at any age, any type of person, and you can detect it with either lymph nodes or fever or weight loss. Breyanzi showed sustained responses in patients who achieved complete response, CR, with median duration of response. That's actually the length of time the tumor continues to respond to the treatment without the cancer growing. And it says not reached because that means that there wasn't enough data, there weren't enough deaths or recurrences for the data to be shown. So that's a good thing. Grade greater than or equal to 3. There are 4 grades. The third one is where you have to be hospitalized, and the fourth one is where it's basically life-threatening, and you might have to be on a ventilator. Cytokine release syndrome. This is a syndrome that occurs after the actual treatment, and it can happen with some immunotherapies, and it's called by large rapid release of cytokines or cell signaling molecules into the blood from immune cells. And this actually occurred in 4% of the patients, which is really good. And then grade greater than or equal to 3, like we just talked about. Neurological toxicity. So this is toxicity that happens when there are man-made substances, or like the cells that were made in the labs, go into the body and actually have a toxic reaction with the nervous system. And that occurred in 12% of the patients. So that was very good as well. So let's delve deeper into Breyanzi now that we know a little bit more about the overall FDA approval, which was wonderful. This is the treatment. It's a lysocell. That's just a fancy way of saying CAR T cell therapy, a CD19 directed CAR T cell therapy. The CD19 is actually a gene that is found on all B cells. So it's a molecule that's a good sign at detecting a disease. You can detect lymphoma diagnosis, where the lymphoma are, and it targets leukemia. This is to treat LBCL, or large B-cell lymphoma, after 2 or more lines of systemic therapy. It has a defined composition and 4-1BB co-stimulatory domain. 4-1BB is a member of the TNF receptor family, and they're proteins that are made in response to an infection. So what they're saying is they're cell surface molecules that can send signals into the T cells to help multiply and grow these cancer attacking proteins, administered as a defined composition to decrease variability of the CD8 and CD4. So CD4 and CD8 are glycoproteins that are found in the immune system. Remember, we're talking about the immune system. CD4 essentially fights against all infections, and CDE can essentially kill cancer cells. Breyanzi could offer a potentially definitive treatment, which is huge. That would be amazing. Yes, ARC does invest in this company. They recently just invested, and I believe they're adding a little bit more of a position. I just wanted to look at the financials for a little moment, but this is huge. This is very huge news in attacking large B-cell lymphoma. And literally, it was FDA approved after hours, so the market didn't recognize that. So this is a great opportunity for you. And remember, they have 15 other milestones that they have set for 2021. So if we look at the financials right here, they're at $60.92. They have a market cap of $137 billion. And it looks like they've been pretty stagnant, but long-term, it is supposed to go up exponentially. They're spending a lot on R&D right now, which is really good. That's what we want to see for this innovative era. It looks a lot like Takeda's chart, actually. So a lot of these genomic and immunotherapy stocks are not getting the attention they deserve, so this could be a huge opportunity. As you see, it looks like it's close to its support level, which I think is a good time to come in, but obviously you need to wait for a confirmation. And right now, based off of 16 analysts, it looks like it has a buy to strong buy rating. I think it will do well in the long term. I think there's going to be some volatility, and as I said, a lot of immunotherapy stocks are spending a lot on research, and they're not getting the appropriate amount of stock price that they deserve. So there probably will be a lot of volatility with this stock. Of course, it's very risky, as is any newly innovative stock. So please do your own DD. But this is huge, and I'm very excited about this. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something through this. I hope that it was easy to understand. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. And of course, please give a like to this channel so other people, other investors like you can actually get this information and be able to absorb it, because we don't want to miss out on these potential gems, on these potential catalysts, just because the data is difficult to understand or we miss something in the details. So thank you so much, and please be wealthy and save the world. Bye, Raylinaires!